Good morning, good evening, whatever time you're watching this. This is the RE109 World Religions Week 2 video. So there's just a few things that I want to go over here. The first thing that you're probably going to see when you go to the lecture page, the Unit 2 lectures, Hinduism and Jainism, is as you scroll down, you're going to see the symbol of Jainism. And it is a very familiar one, albeit it is a very wicked and evil one, only because it was hijacked by Nazism. So this symbol, which we call a swastika, there goes my New York accent, adding in R's where there doesn't belong. This symbol is found in many religions. Many Native American religions have this. Some Hindu pottery, and you will even find it in some Mayan tapestries and some of the drawings in their temples, their pyramids. So please don't take offense to this. Many times people will take a symbol and then they twist it for evil and wickedness. However, Jainisms don't. Jains, the people who follow Jainism, they don't use this for evil. So this week you're going to be looking at these religions. Now, a few of you had a lot of questions about the new assignments that are in this class, the bi-weekly core assessments. So just really briefly, I want to go through that. So let me pull it up here on my computer. And I'm going to click submit here, number 2 core assessment, which sits in week 1. When you submit these, you're going to go back to the week 1 modules, and then you'll submit either the 2nd, 3rd, or 4th. When I go through to grade your papers this week, I will make sure that I am as detailed as possible with how this assignment is done. As I explained, this course has been completely refabbed, redone. So I want to make sure that there's a curve for you this semester because it is brand new and a lot of the professors are just learning the system. So basically, you're going to write a total of 4 papers. You already wrote 1. You're going to write number 2 you can do this week, but I don't want more than 1 per week. So you can't submit 2 and 3 this week or 3 and 4 next week. You need to just space them out. Okay, you're going to do roughly 1,000 to 1,200 words. And whatever week you submit it, just make sure it's in before Sunday by 11:59 p.m. Okay, the paper, obviously, I want it written very well. I want it at the college level. You need to realize that you're writing and that you can pursue writing articles for peer-reviewed journals, for high academic papers. So please make sure that you're writing properly. Now, on this assignment, what you're going to do is you are exploring the religions of that week that you choose. So if you're going to do explore Hinduism, you're going to really want to delve into it this week. Then write your paper, submit it. But if you're going to do Judaism, you're going to wait maybe to submit it the week that we're focusing on Judaism. Basically, the content is you're researching it. Okay, you're researching to find out more about the religion. You need per page on this assignment, and it should be about 3 to 4 pages long, depending whether you do 1,000 or 1,200. You need at least 2 academic, what we call reliable. Anything with a .org at the end of its website, anything with a .edu, .gov for government. Try to stay away from .coms, and you cannot use Theopedia or Wikipedia. And the reason is no scholar looks at those as legitimate pages, because anybody can go in there and edit. And they can make up stuff. You would be shocked to find how much stuff is made up on Wikipedia. So you need to do at least 2 reliable research sources for each page that you do. So I'm looking for, bottom line, if you have a 3-page paper, you need 6 resources. When you quote it, make sure you're block quoting if it's longer than 3 sentences. Other than that, you can put right in the paragraph. Make sure that you are quoting the religion's actual texts for your research. One of the things that happens when you're researching a paper is that you're always researching what someone else has said. It is always best in any paper you write, and this goes across the board in college, and if you go to work on your post-grad, your graduate work, all of that, the best thing is always go to the source. A lot of times people will say, well, Christianity believes such and such. But then if you actually read the Christian scriptures, you would find they don't believe it. For instance, this saying, well, let's just take history. George Washington chopped down the cherry tree. Really? Did he? And then he said, I cannot lie. Now, that ended up a story that was written a couple of generations later, and the writer was just trying to show children that George Washington was honest, and we should be too. Same thing happens in religion. We end up using opinions of the original source, and you really should always go to the original source. So even if you're referring to dictionaries, general fact websites, please include original source. You can read the various religious texts that we're working on this semester. You can find them online and you can read them. So try to make sure that you do this. The topics, you can really choose your topic. Choose the type of thing you want to research about them and go for it. Okay? A lot of this is on a curve this semester because a lot of it is so brand new. If you want if you have a topic in mind and you're just not sure if it's right, shoot an email to me and ask. Again, I try to respond within 24 to 48 hours. There are some things going on right now that I might be delayed, but you don't have to worry about that. Even if you don't get a response, text me and say, Dr. Almodovar, this is so-and-so from RE109. Did you see my topic request? Do you think it's a good topic? I'm here to help. Okay, I'm here to help you as much as I can. So let's go now to the actual module, because the place that I said was the place to submit, and that basically gives you just the generic areas. But for your topics, okay, potential paper topics is what you want to click on. That's at the bottom of the Unit 2 module screen. So you want to click on that, and these are your paper topics. And again, we've gone through whether it's Hinduism or Jainism, and what you want to do is go through these and think about what you're interested in. What sparks your interest this week? And just go with that. That becomes the easiest way to write a paper because you're interested in it. So you can write a paper on, as it says here, the Ecumenical Hindu Organization. We can follow Jesus without contradiction. Can you? Or is Lord Vishnu so very different than Jesus that it is impossible to stay a Hindu and then also at the same time be a Christian? Keep in mind that some teachings are similar, but keep in mind the claims of both Lord Vishnu and the Lord Jesus are extremely different. Okay, so that's just one of the topics. Anyway, one of the other things you'll be doing this week is your discussion threads. And I want to make sure that you understand Thursday night, I think I said Wednesday last night and I was mistaken, that's for another class. Thursday night by 11:59 p.m. Please have your initial post in there. Now, unfortunately, when they redid the class, they mistakenly put in that you can claim a number. Please don't do that. If you're working on it, like I've said in my emails, choose one early in the week and start working on it. Even if you edit it later on, that's okay. But the first question is due by Thursday. So the earlier you start on the discussion threads, the best choices you have on that. Okay, so basically it's real easy to be successful in week 1 and 2. You want to make sure that you're checking your emails daily. You want to make sure that you've posted to the initial question and then 2 responses, and then make sure that you've done your religious chart. So if you have any questions, please let me know.